keyword, too, for the Cox Out on Saturday. So we're going to be giving some stuff away. And so I'm going to, if people know the keyword from the show today, they can just come up and tell me, and they can win some stuff. We're doing the Cox Out on Saturday because they moved the Browns game. Who knows who's going to be playing? But we'll be doing the thing at the Ivy downtown from 2 to 4. So now I got to come up with figure out a keyword for Saturday. Give me a keyword.
How about like broken plans?
Broken plans. That's 2 words. I need a word.
Disappointment.
Plans aren't broken. They've been amended.
Diaper.
Your plans remain the same. Mine have changed. Diaper.
I don't hate it.
Just a random. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
the keyword for Saturday is diaper.
Yeah, people just gotta come to you and say diaper.
Yeah,
I think that's funny. Yeah.
Diaper. Yeah, right. There you go. Diaper is your keyword for Saturday. If you're downtown, the Cox Out pregame, it is our penultimate Cox Out. There's only one left after this, January the 9th. So Saturday afternoon from 2 to 4, the Ivy is right there at the corner of West 6th and Lakeside. If you were to go further down West 6th, you would invariably end up in the lake. Hence the name of the cross street, Lakeside. So find us down there Saturday afternoon with diaper on your lips and a dream in your heart. Your Cleveland Cavaliers are on fire. They beat the Rockets last night by 35 points. Now, I thought that the Rockets were a much better team than they are, but a win is a win. Rockets stink this season. Nevertheless, a win is a win. That's 5 in a row for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They're killing it.
Yeah, the Rockets had their best players out with injuries, so the Cavs just took them to the woodshed. They were up by 45 points at one point.
Wow.
Yeah. It was.
They scored 69 points in the first half.
And that's not even the best half they've had in the past week. They scored 81 and a half last week. Within the past 10 days.
Yep.
They're on fire right now. There's this dunk I put on my Instagram story. Isaac Okoro dunking on 3 Rockets players at once, and as he dunks, they're all falling away. It looks like he blew them up. It's so good.
Is this like an Angels in the outfield type of situation going
Almost,
on?
yeah, because they weren't supposed to be good this season.
Right, so are there Angels helping the Cavs?
Sure.
Picking him up so he catches the,
There might be angels helping.
There you go.
Whatever's
Tis
happening,
the
it's
season.
great.
Right. Yeah, Cavs are 4th in the East right now behind the Nets, Bucks, and Bulls. So Cavs are doing great. 18 and 12 right now.
And I saw on the broadcast they did that tribute to Mike Snyder.
I was talking to him this morning here in the hall. Yeah,
he's just the best.
He's the best, and he couldn't be more humble and just kind of, aw shucks about the whole thing. And
Is he the guy that's the heir to the pretzel fortune?
No, well, I don't know, but we know him primarily as a broadcaster. He was celebrating his 2,500th Cavalier game last night with the Cavs Radio Network, and of course he's one half of the Wills and Snyder Show, which is mornings down there.
Guess which half?
At WTAM 1100. And Poundcake, go ahead and do it. They scored 69 points in the first half last night.
Nice.
Right.
Tried to get the right octave. I was a little low.
Speaking of which, speaking of sports, we gave away tickets for this, so that's why I'm going to mention it. The Monsters game tonight has been postponed because COVID, again, is working its way through all the sports. So the Monsters game tonight against Utica at the Romo Fijo. We gave away tickets for this a couple of weeks ago, I think. So if you're hanging on to them, that game for tonight has been postponed. FYI, that's all the information I have. They don't say when they're going to make it up, but there it is. Speaking of monsters, the Duggar family. Listen, we talked about this Josh Duggar, this kid who, I shouldn't say kid, he's like a 30-year-old man or whatever.
He has 4 kids himself.
Yeah, from the 19 kids and counting family. And of course, he was convicted of
indictment?
Child porn. Yeah. 19, no, it's way more than 19. But his dad was running for Senate. Jim Bob Duggar was running for Senate. He lost in an historic landslide there in Arkansas. You'd think that after this whole thing with his son happened, that this guy would have bailed, but clearly this guy has never pulled out of anything. So he was crushed in this race after his son was convicted in a child porn So there are limits to what conservatives will handle, I guess, these days. This guy did not win his whatever he was running for. Jim Bob Duggar. He should have tried to convince all those rubes, by the way, that all those little kids on his son's computer were Antifa crisis actors. That's what he should have done. They're trying to trap my boy.
He discovered the pedophile ring in the basement of the pizza joint, and he was just doing recon.
The pedophile ring's coming from inside that family. The pedophile ring's coming from inside the family.
So, again, I know we have a lot of bureau chiefs in the great state of Arkansas. And Jim Bob Duggar, who knows what the next thing will be? You know, they don't have that TV show anymore. And one by one, in fact, his own son endorsed his opponent. His own son said, you know, like that guy Paul Gosar, that Nazi who was like a senator from Arizona or something, or representative, all of his siblings said, please do not reelect our brother. He's a crazy person, you know, whatever. The guy that did the video, the anime of killing AOC or whatever, this guy's own siblings were like, please do not do anything with him. Please, please, please. So anyway, the point is the Cavaliers are doing great.
Yes,
and we can all get behind that. Coach A.V. Lick'emsticks says, I'm expecting big things from these guys. And
she doesn't listen to the show.
Onward and upward.
No.
She's very public about not listening to the show, and that's okay.
Who has time?
She doesn't work here. Poundcake is in the next room, and he doesn't listen to the show.
Who's A.V. Lick'emsticks?
That's the coach of the Cleveland
That's
Cavaliers.
hilarious.
I thought so.
It's J.B. Bickerstaff, but
I don't know
Alan
about
can
that.
never get the name right.
Well,
Both of you are pulling my legs.
I guess so.
J.B. Bickersticks?
A.V. Lick'emsticks is the
And
guy's
his real name is
H.R.
BJ
Pufflestuff.
Schnicker-
Yep.
J.B. Bickerstaff.
Yep, it's
Bickerstaff.
QT Snickerdoodle is the guy's real name. And he has been the longtime coach of the Cleveland Cavaliers. They did 3 or 4 seasons, yeah? He
yeah, I think
replaced
this is
Tyronn
his-
Lue? Or,
that
I think this is
Long time.
his.
Yeah. For the Cavs, yeah.
No, he didn't replace Tyronn. Well, he didn't replace Tyronn. This is his second full season, I believe.
He replaced like a guy that replaced
Yeah.
Lou, right? Like an
Yeah.
assistant coach or something?
Because there was an assistant coach that was there that didn't get the job, and they gave it to him.
They gave it to John Blair Bickerstaff. See, I think you should go by that. Does it make you sound too hoity-toity to be a basketball coach? I mean, JB's fine too. But John Blair Bickerstaff, that's not a bad name. It's more fun.
Unless John or Blair were real a-holes and you just don't want to be associated
Oh,
with
I
them.
see. Yeah.
You know?
Because we got him from the Grizzlies. And I wonder if he called himself that when he's with the Grizzlies. Or if it was something more of, I don't know, Memphis-centric. What's something more Memphis-centric? I don't know. Like,
Blue suede shoes.
yeah. My name's
Beale Street.
BBQ Bickerstaff. Yeah. Hello, who's this?
Hello?
Yes,
Alan?
hello. Yeah, who's this?
Yes, thank you for your time. I'm here to talk to one William Squire.
But who are you?
You're in luck. He's right here.
Well, Bill, hello. Back in 2018, I wrote you and created an alter ego, and I called myself the Squire Despiser.
Okay.
It's been 3 years.
Do you remember this guy writing you letters?
Excuse me?
I'm talking to Bill. Do you remember this guy writing you letters?
I think I saw a tweet or something.
Oh, you weren't writing letters. You weren't sending emails?
I sent an email into the show, and I strongly criticized Bill, and I wanted to call and once and for all say sorry.
Listen,
That's not the bit.
He's
It's
been
like angels in the outfield.
Everything can't be angels
It's
on
an
the outfield.
angel calling. It's the season of angels.
forgiveness. Bill has been lying awake night after night after night, worrying about this.
Well, that's the thing, and I wrote a couple of things down, and I wanted to maybe hit on a few. I did take it too far, Bill.
Okay.
I created a persona. of negativity that ultimately hurt you to your core.
Is he in the 12-step program? Is this?
Yeah,
part of
is
it?
this making amends?
Hold on, my core's hurting.
Your core is chewy
It's on
and
fire.
caramely.
Oh my goodness! What was the alter ego? The Squire Despiser?
It was Squire Despiser. Yeah, September of 2018. I wrote you.
Yum. Okay.
I went as far as even telling you to shut up, Bill, and I.
Oh,
All right, well,
I'm sorry.
I mean, it's all in good fun.
That
but
is a
come
bridge
on,
too
man.
far.
That's
Shut
a
up.
little much.
Oh my goodness. Is there no?
we-
Have you no civility?
Bill, may I ask you though? Are we okay with this? Is this a sufficient apology?
I'm reaching deep down into my core that was severely damaged and finding the ability to forgive you, and you are forgiven.
Have you no decency, sir? Now, what will you
And
do
as of
now?
today-
Now, I assume you're not just placating him, right? Are you? Have you decided to shed this alter ego? What's next for you?
Oh yes. I have actually come up with a better name. It's Squire Supporter.
Not much like that either.
Neither of them are good.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
You've done a complete 180. Not only have you thought better of your earlier intentions, or to hear Poundcake tell it, you've done a 360. You've ended up right where you started, just more glass half full.
He's
I
got the
am
alliteration,
sorry,
but
Bill.
they're terrible names.
You are. I want to tell you, you are the hardest working man at WMMS with the best attendance, I may tell you. So
Are you talking to me or Bill?
I'm talking to Bill. Yes, I guess Alan has better attendance.
I was going to
Yeah,
say,
what?
if I'm not here, there's no show. So, nevertheless,
Yeah, but I'm here on days when there is no show, so it might even out.
That's what I mean. You got the podcast, and you do the video feed, and you had a bowl cut, and you wore one earring. You are a man of your word, Bill. And I apologize.
What's happening?
I
right
don't
now?
know what's happening.
I don't either.
Okay.
Appreciate
Well,
it. I
Whatever,
appreciate
Alan.
it. Thank you.
Happy 12 years.
Yeah.
I despise the show.
Yeah.
Okay. I love you all. Goodbye.
bye. All right, there's the former Squire Despiser, as you can tell.
It's not Cody's fault.
I was like, don't look at me, Gwen. I just put him through.
I know, but did you know it was gonna?
Yes.
If you don't
Did you
hear,
know it's going to be amazing radio?
Yeah, that was terrible.
If you don't hear Bill
I'm
for-
happy for you. And
for a few
everything.
seconds,
Right,
it's
yeah.
because he's quietly weeping tears of joy. But okay, again, I don't. Were these messages that I read on the show, or
I don't really remember. Honestly.
Okay.
He has to
Apparently
be going through a program, right?
I don't know what.
no?
he's
I think he's
doing.
still doing
I
a
think he's
bit,
trying
but
to do a bit.
yeah. But again, if,
I
if
know
these weren't,
he had like a Twitter account, but like I don't see the tweets, so I don't care.
So he's been working on a bit for 3 years, and it's still this bad.
no, I think he was working on a bit for the last 2 minutes before he picked up the phone to call. I don't know that he was,
Oh.
but still, fine. My only point is, if these aren't emails that I saw, then none of that means anything to anybody. So,
And the names are garbage.
But even if it was from that's a 3-year-long callback. Like that's
He
ways
could have
to
called
go.
himself the Squire Admirer. Right?
He
Like,
could
come on,
have.
people.
He could have. That's why I'm saying. He probably gave it 120 seconds and thought about it. Bickerstaff replaced Beeline. Remember John
Oh,
Beeline?
that's right. I forgot about Beeline.
Everybody did. He was here
Yeah.
for a cup of coffee.
And then he made a beeline out of here.
Yeah, that's right.
because he got tossed halfway through the season, like not even
Yes.
halfway through the season. Do you see Urban Meyer got fired in the middle of the night?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Last night?
Yeah,
But why though? From that scandal, or
Because he
what?
stinks.
because he stinks as a coach, and like
He's just not a good dude.
The players don't like him. There's a story about
Sorry, I just had to stretch.
For people who can't see, she's not trying to get a
Bill.
fart out. She's
Well, you don't know that. You can't see my farts.
that is true. It's not like you're that 90 Day
Nobody
Fiance girl.
Maybe angels will help us to see your farts.
Oh.
Angels in the fart field. Yeah, so he got fired because there was a story that came out about him kicking his kicker during a preseason game.
Kick the kicker.
Yeah, like he just like walked up while the dude was stretching and he kicked him and goes, "Hey, make your kicks, you loser," or something like that.
Right.
Oh, it's so Bobby Knight of him.
Yeah.
He's the first NFL head coach since Bobby Petrino to not finish his first season. Remember Bobby Petrino?
No.
This was a guy, some of these college coaches, they just can't hack it in the NFL because they're used to berating kids, essentially. They're used to being dicks to college guys. And when you get to grown men who are professionals, they're way less likely to deal with that. So if that's your style, it's not going to work out that well. Bobby Petrino was this guy a long time ago who is he had a huge career with Louisville, University of Kentucky, Louisville, or something like whatever that is. And then they sign him to a 10-year contract, this guy. Pay him a ton of money. 6 months later, he goes, I'm going to coach the Falcons. I don't know how you get out of these contracts. I don't know why people aren't sued. I don't understand how sports contracts work. Because it seems like people just go, I'm leaving, so figure it out. He goes, completely craps the bed with the Falcons. He does the Urban Meyer thing, except he leaves midseason because he tells the owner of the Falcons, I promise you, I'm not leaving the Atlanta Falcons. 24 hours later, he signs to coach for Arkansas, and they give him a bag of money. So Urban Meyer gets fired because he's just, a douche or whatever.
Last night, he got fired.
He got fired in the middle of the night. I have a text message.
Like, there's a phone call?
I that's when it was reported, and I have this group text with my buddies, and literally at 1 o'clock in the morning, he texts me.
Urban Meyer texted you?
No, my friend texts me and goes, LOL, Urban's fired.
Yeah, a couple of days after Sheed Khan said, no, he's going to be fine, but there was no way that was going to be the case. You don't keep the guy around, and he's kicking kickers.
Was he like, be the ball?
Right. So, some people think that his career is over, like no college is going to hire him, but I don't know, I mean,
college will hire him.
He had a really good record in his college career, so who knows?
He was a very good college coach. Yeah. He just didn't get it done in the NFL
so he goes
at all.
2-11 with the Jaguars. Mm-hmm. So there you go.
I mean, Freddie Kitchens made it a whole season.
Hey! Yeah. Well, maybe Freddie Kitchens can go coach the Jacksonville Jaguars.
I think he should open a restaurant.
Freddie's Kitchen. Remember Diaper at the Cox Out pregame on Saturday between 2 and 4. Ah, boy. Yeah. Alan, could you please ask the lovely Mrs. Cox to move her mic to the other side of her face? No, she does that by design.
It's on purpose.
She has no interest in being on the video stream, so there you go.
I have no interest
in
being here at
all.
In
the description of the video.
Jesus, Gwen. I don't care if it's the last show of the year. I don't want to be... Just suffer through it with us, okay? Be a sport.
I'm here. I brought a game. I wrote a poem. I'm here.
Yeah, that's true. She did. She wrote a poem that I haven't seen or heard. And I like to be apprised of every piece of content that's going on the show.
Here,
so
shake this.
There's a big, it's a big leap of faith here.
We're going to play a game later called What's in the Box?
Yeah. I hope it's not fragile. It's not fragile, is it?
I haven't ever shaken it that hard.
I shake things hard.
I guess so.
That's are we playing the game now?
No.
Okay.
No.
So I'm just shaking it.
Yeah,
right
what
now.
did I just get? It's a teaser.
Okay, that's exciting. It's heavier than I thought it was going to be.
That's what she said.
That's kind of a compliment.
Maybe. Depends on how heavy.
Heavier than I thought it was going to be. I mean, it's good. But in the description of the video I posted, because we don't do the live stream anymore, we post by segment.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
Because of the way that this building is right now, they don't let us live stream. I don't know what's going on.
Right.
So in the description it says Gwen doesn't show her face on purpose.
Right.
So you don't have to ask. She knows what she's doing.
Right.
She's like the Phantom of the Opera.
We talked about this last time. I'm like Wilson from Home Improvement.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I'm happy to be that.
Be completely
obscured by the microphone.
It's quite comical.
Could I do that, by the way? Could I just do this? Could I?
You're going to steal my bit?
Yes. Could I do that? Could I just
you can do whatever you want.
Yeah,
if I were you, I'd be wearing a giant unicorn rubber mask every day.
That's why you're not me. I've got to take a break, and if you want to get a text in for anything, 35192, AlanCoxShow.com, if you don't want to see Gwen's face. And you can listen anywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
The Alan Cox